Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some Slime Rancher 2. So let's hop right in and start a new game. Alright. I don't know what I want to keep on. You know what, I'm going to turn off tutorials because I've already played through Slime Rancher 1. So I don't really need to learn much else, if anything at all. Because I already know how pretty much everything besides the new slime types introduced in this game work. You know? Intro cutscene. After a long day of slime wrenching, Beatrix LeBeau was enjoying a cool glass of carrot juice as she watched the sunset of this across the slime sea. Suddenly, a boat arrived at her dock, with nothing inside but a mysterious letter. What could the letter possibly say? You have explored the far, far range, from the dusty shores of the dry reef to the furthest reaches of the perilous glass desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted, Beatrix LeBeau. Rainbow Island awaits you. Climb aboard if you're ready for a new adventure. What kind of name is Rainbow Island? Beatrix excitedly boarded the boat, and it took her across a slime sea. Eventually, she saw an island unlike anything on the far, far range. Mountains, trees, grasses in an array of colors that danced and moved like a dream. Yeah, this is a really weird intro, considering I don't think Slime Rancher 1 had something like this, or at least not that I remember anyways. As she explored, she found an abandoned conservatory overlooking the rest of the island. Curiously, it was equipped with everything a slime rancher like her would ever need to wrangle slime, start a farm, and build gadgets. Yeah, I need to... Wait, am I gonna have to start from... Am I gonna have to start from the beginning with nothing? Because that would really suck. And so, a new adventure begins. Beatrix tightened her boots, readied her backpack, and set out to explore Rainbow Island to uncover its mysteries. Alright, let's just see what Rainbow Island has in store for me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, start with nothing. That really sucks, too. Let's click some of these resources out here, considering that's all I really can do. Alright, let's just try and gather up as many slimes and resources as possible. For obvious reasons. Now I will try and, build a coop first. I won't build a farm just yet, but I will, eventually. I just don't know when that'll be. Let's just go around this observatory, try and collect as many resources as possible. Because who knows what's out here. Ooh, there's a slime right here. A pink one. Those can eat anything, as shown off in Slime Rancher 1. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the coop out here. Since I can afford that. I need to try and collect as many resources in this observatory as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put up my pink slimes real quick whenever I get done looking around this place for resources. Ooh, there's a hen. I'm gonna need to put that up. In the coop whenever I get the opportunity to, anyways. So yeah, let's just try and get this done already. Wherever I can. Alright, time to put up the pink slimes, because I think I got my hens already collected. Now I will be trying to get some upgrades, whenever I get the chance. It's just gonna take a little bit, because I gotta build up my money, which is honestly something I don't really have too much of. Like, I don't even have any money right now. Oh yeah, keep in mind, there's new slime variants introduced in this game. One of which I think I can find out here somewhere. I'll show you what I mean whenever I get finding it. But yeah, let's just try and look for them. They're relatively common. Yeah, that's a slime I was telling you about. It's called a cotton slime. I'll build a thing for it whenever I get the money. So yeah, let's just try and collect a bunch of, pink slimes and cotton slimes so that way I can have enough for my ranch. But I am going to need a lot of food to start me off with, before I can actually build a farm or garden or whatever, So I'm going to have to collect as many slimes and as much food as I possibly can get my hands on, before heading back to my ranch. Okay, that should be enough cotton slimes for right now anyways. But if I collect any, I'll still keep them regardless. Yeah, that's a hen. I don't need that. Let's collect some of these pink slimes now, and some of these carrots too. Oh, I don't even have enough storage to carry any more carrots. Yeah, that really sucks. Alright, let's just try and collect some of these pogo fruits now, since I still have a lot of those I can collect. So I can collect 8 more pogo fruits, and 4 cotton slimes, and 8 pink slimes. So let's just try and look out for anything and everything I can. Also, tabby slimes return in this game, same with phosphor slimes. I don't know if rock slimes return. I don't know about that part, because I've never played this game, enough to actually see if they return or not. Either way, let's just try and collect as many resources as possible. Let's collect, as many pink slimes and cotton slimes as possible, before I head back. Because I do have a lot of resources here. I just need 3 cotton slimes and 1 pink slime. That's all I need to be able to head back. And here's the pink slime I needed. Now I know where I can get the cotton slimes relatively easy. I know where I can get those. Okay, I gotta be careful here, because I don't know if I was standing right over water. Yeah, I don't want to bring too much risk to me. Now I do want to collect some tabby slimes, but that'll have to be a lot later. Considering, for 1, I gotta free up some storage, and for 2, I gotta try and build a new thing for my cotton slimes and get some upgrades for my pink slime stuff. So I'm gonna have to do both of those, and then just do whatever I can. Crap, I was way too slow to collect that cotton slime, and it grew into a large O. Either way, let's just try and get back to my ranch, to the observatory, so that way I can try and collect some stuff. Now, I don't know if there's upgrades in this game like there were in the first game, like for the vacuum, the containment units, like energy containment. I don't know about all that stuff, because I don't have as much experience in this game as I do Slime Rancher 1, but I will be trying to figure it out throughout this playthrough. If anything, this game, I have a lot less experience in it, with, all the stuff that you can do in this game. Okay, I think that's way too many pink slimes right now. Okay, let's just try and, feed up these slimes already. Okay. Let's just do whatever I can, to feed up these slimes. Oh, I don't want to feed them the carrot. I meant to send out the pogo fruits. Alright, let's just, put in some pink slimes. I don't know what else I can really do to be able to collect the quartz. So yeah, let's just try and do whatever I can. Let's get rid of the carrots, just in case. Because that would be the best option for right now anyways. Both for collection and keeping my slimes in their pen. So yeah, I'm gonna just sell off these plorts, to see how much money it gives me, and then I'll try and get an upgrade, specifically for high walls, because I'm gonna need high walls for my pink slimes. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to collect some of these plorts out here. Alright. I can... You know what? Since cares are relatively more common in this game, I'm gonna just keep them in that pen for right now until I get more plorts. Okay, let's put in some more pogo fruits until I have only one left. Ooh, crap, I forgot that I didn't have any storage left. That really sucks, too. You know, let's just sell that plort, put that chickadee into this pen over here if I can, find it again. Wait, where did it go? Come on out, little chickadee, I need you back here. I don't know where it went. I guess it's lost to the ages for right now until it grows into a hen. You know, let's sleep for right now. Let's sleep until morning. So that way I can, one, get into day 2, and for 2, maybe some plorts pop in. Okay, there's the chickadee I think I saw earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know, try and collect some of these plorts here. So that way I can get some money. I don't know how much the high walls upgrade is, because I know that they altered the price of stuff in this game. I know that they did that. Okay, it's 260. I'm gonna have to go out into the wild to hunt for plorts. Maybe I don't, but I most likely will. You know, let's just try and collect some of these plorts right here, since that's all I really can do right now. Okay, let's just see how much money that gives me, because I have 225. Okay, I just need one pink plort, and then I should be able to afford the high walls upgrade. Ooh, another hen. Into the pen you go, into the coop. Okay, let's collect these plorts right here. And then just sell them off to be able to afford the high walls upgrade. Yeah, that was easily the one thing I know I needed to do the most, was get the high walls upgrade. You know, for the ability to free up more slime space, and stuff in my my backpack, or whatever this is called. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these hens in here until I get some tabby slimes. So yeah. Let's head out into the wild real quick. For one, I need to collect more food, and for 2, I need to try and see if I can collect any plorts. Because I did just get a free slot for that. Maybe I can get some of those cotton slime plorts, since, you know, those should be available by now. Okay, I'm not gonna let any of this ruin my day. Because I want to try and, you know, at least collect a little bit of plorts and a lot of carrots. You know, because that would be the best option for me right now. It's just collecting as many plorts, pogo fruits, and carrots as possible. Since those are, for one, I think cotton plorts have a higher output range than pink plorts. I think, and that's on top of, you know, the food obviously being a necessity right now, considering I don't have a garden going. Alright, let's just try and look for any food that spawned. You know, okay, there's a map thing right here, so let's activate that. Alright, those are hens, but I don't really need those right now. I just need food and plorts. So let's just try and keep looking for all of this. Wherever I can, anyways. Now, I will be trying to at least get a couple areas here and there. But, yeah, that'll be at least a couple videos in. Because I don't know how much the areas will cost, and most of them are, like, from what I remember, I think most of them are by the observatory, so I don't have to travel too far to buy them. So, yeah. Let's just see what I can do. I need to sell these plorts right here. Okay, that's 8 plorts with a rate of 18. That got me to 154 different coins. So yeah, let's collect some of these plorts right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and do whatever I can to collect as many resources as possible. You know what? I gotta check and see where the upgrades are. Honestly, I don't know where I can get the upgrades. I will be trying to look for them. At some point in the future. I just don't know when I'll be able to find the upgrade station. Do you think it might be over here? Because it would only make sense that it would be over here, of all places. Okay, let's collect this hen and put it into the crate thing, the coop. Considering I need to do that. Alright. You know, let's head out into the wild again. Just to see what I can do. You know, because I want to at least get a garden. So that way I won't have to constantly go back and forth to the wild. Putting myself at risk. So I'm going to have to get at least 500 coins. One for, like 250 for each garden. So let's just try and collect as many plorts, as many carrots, and as many pogo fruits as possible. Now, I am going to only collect cotton plorts, because that would only make sense for me for that to be the one I collect. You know, right now anyways. Ooh, that's water lettuce. Man, that just screwed me over, didn't it? Yeah, I can't really keep these in my inventory for right now. I wanted to keep the water lettuce. Considering I just want to try and collect as much resources as humanly possible. But as of right now, I don't have the storage space to do so. Because I haven't got too much built at my ranch. Okay, let's just try and keep looking, though. Because I know that there has to be something up here that I can relatively use to my advantage. Alright, pogo fruits. I gotta try and collect as many of those as humanly possible. Now, as of right now, I don't know if I can, you know, actively access other plots, you know, in the areas that I can buy. I don't know, because I never bought any. Hopefully they will, because there's more slime types and slime variants than what I think the game can outright hold at once in the plots. So yeah, it would only make sense to have more in like those viable areas. You know, like it only makes sense at that point. Now I will be trying to go back to that cotton gordo I saw back there. I will be trying to go back for that in the future as well. But I just don't have the carrots or vegetables for that. For obvious reasons, considering I don't even have a garden for it built. And I don't even think I have the storage for them, you know, available. To, you know, burst the gordo. Okay, that's enough for one garden. So let's, you know what, I'm gonna put the pogo fruit since I don't have a need for carrots, since those are essentially what are my most useless food type. Like, yeah, they're the most common and they can also be fed to pink slimes, but, you know, compared to pogo fruits, they're not as versatile, considering, you know, obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more upgrade money, considering I want to at least fully upgrade one thing out here. And that's gonna take a lot of money for me to do. That's gonna take me at least a couple thousand coins, just to get one plot fully upgraded. You know? Alright, I gotta keep at least one carrot on me at all times. For whenever I get the money for the garden. So yeah. Let's go ahead and do some plort collecting, since I gotta do that. Okay, there's a carrot right here, so let's grab that. Let's go ahead and try and collect as many plorts as humanly possible. You know, since I'm clearly gonna have to do that before too long. Okay, there's some pogo fruit. I don't need those. I want to collect the cotton plorts and also some more pink plorts, since those are like the main two items I know I'm gonna need. Oh, I thought that was like a sick, you know, Largo, but it was just a tabby and pink one and cotton one. All right, I'm gonna have to collect a lot of these plorts right here. All right, let's just try and collect as many resources as possible. So that way I can actively see what I can do in terms of money. Because I'm really low on that right now. Also, I'm gonna need a water tank for my vacuum backpack, whatever. Because you know, I do have cars enabled, and well, that's the only way I know I can quickly get rid of them is with the backpack. And also, I know the upgrades exist. You know, since those water streams do exist, and that's usually, and that was a sign in Slime Rancher 1 that the upgrade did exist. So yeah, signs only tell me that, you know, it also exists in this game too. You know, for obvious reasons. You know what? I want to burst some of these Gordos. Well, I already found like 2 of them in one video. That is kind of crazy to think about. I found the cotton Gordo and the pink Gordo of this area. You know what? Let's go ahead and head back to my ranch and sell off these plorts. Ooh, there's a lot more, so I'm going to collect those and then head back to my ranch. Since that would be the best option for me to do right now. You know, like, if I find any excess plorts, I'm gonna collect them. But still. Like, it would only make sense at that point to collect any and all excess plorts until I can't hold any more. You know, until I get back to the observatory. Alright, I think I'm pretty good on resources right now. You know, for this early in the game. Okay, here's the observatory path, I think. So let's just get over here and just, for 1, feed my pink slimes. For 2, sell off these plorts. So that way I can, you know, try and get some more money. Alright, here's some food, pink slimes. Alright, now time to sell off these plorts. So that way I can actually do something with the gardens and my cotton slimes. So yeah. Let's go ahead and build the garden right here. Then I'm gonna... Wait. Why didn't that go in? There we go. Now I'm gonna have to build a thing for my cotton slimes. You know, so that way they can have a storage unit thing. Alright, let's just try and collect all these plorts here, since I know that there's a lot. Okay, that's all the plorts I can collect right now. So let's just go ahead and sell them. Because that should at least give me enough money to... Yep, that got me enough money. I'm gonna have to get up to 510 different coins. You know, to have enough for the high walls and the thing, for my cotton slimes. So let's just hopefully this gets me to at least the 400 or 500 coin mark. Okay, that got me to the 450 mark. And that's pretty good for right now anyways. Wait, I already have a carrot thing, so I don't need that. You know, in my storage. Let's go ahead and just sleep until morning, considering that's all I really can do, since it was already so late. Let's check up on my gardens real quick. Okay, there's a lot of pogo fruits right here. I'm gonna have to get some upgrades for, like, the water, the sprinklers, on these gardens, since, you know, that's kind of one of the most important things, so I wouldn't have to constantly water them. So yeah. It only makes sense for me to get that upgrade, you know? Like, logically speaking, anyways. Alright, I'm gonna head out into the wild. You know, for 1, to let my slimes eat. For 2, to try and collect any resources I can. Just in case if I can afford stuff by the time I get back. So yeah, let's just try and see whatever I can do here. I'm gonna collect some pogo fruits since I can, use those right now. Crap, I forgot about those one cabbage things. I'm gonna collect, at least one of those right now. Whenever I get over to it anyways. Are you kidding me? They ate it all already? Man, y'all are a bunch of greedy little pig slimes. Wait, is that a real slime variant? Or was that technically a slime racism? Wait, does racism still count even if it's against, like one of the lowest levels of, a mythological creature like a slime? Would that still count? I am so confused. Like I know that the higher races like orcs, dragonborns, dragons, fairies, all this other mythological creatures. I know technically you can be racist to them in their own fantasy worlds, but past that, I don't really know. I don't know if sentience comes into play for that, considering slimes don't really have much sentience to begin with. Okay, let's feed these slimes real quick. That should be enough quartz to give me the money I need. So let's just go ahead and sell these. Yep, that gave me more than enough. Alright, let's go ahead and get the corral, and then upgrade it with high walls. For the cotton slimes. I'm gonna have to get the roof, for them, but I don't have the money for that right now. Man, honestly, I love the slimes, if I'm being honest. They're honestly some of my favorite creatures, to play around with. Crap, I gotta save those. Yeah, I gotta save my hens before that pink slime ate them. Alright, let's collect these plorts. So that way I can try and afford the roof on this thing, since pink slimes are pretty close to my hens, and I don't want to bring any risk to them. Because those are the only hens I got. So if they eat them, it's basically game over for them. Alright, I gotta try and collect as much money as possible for the roof. Okay. Yeah, it's 425 coins. That's gonna be a little bit of money. Considering I only have 181 coins right now. Yeah, I should be able to collect some cotton plorts out here, since, my cotton slimes did eat. So let's just try and collect all these up real quick, and then all the plorts too. Since that's all I really can do in terms of outright getting some stuff done. Now, pink slimes, that is my bigger priority for getting the roof right now, considering, since it's close to a food source, like a non-easily replenishable food source. That's the main reason I want to try and build a roof on their pen first. So yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I can really think of right now, considering trees and gardens. Those are easily replenishable, considering if you eat the food from there, they can just grow back and you can get the resources again. Hens are different, considering they take time to breed, and if you feed all of them away, then you can't get them back. And that's easily the biggest difference between meat variants and crops. Alright, this should be enough pink plorts by now. So let's get back to my observatory and just sell them. And just try and see what I can do from here. Man, it's all the way on the other... It just so happened to be on the other side of the observatory, and I had no stamina. Jesus Christ. Okay, time to put the roof on the pink slime pen now. Now I will be getting the roof for my cotton slimes. I will be doing that, but it'll be some time until then. And also, the main reason I wanted to put the roof on the pink slime pen is because they eat everything. Like, they eat meats, fruits, and veggies. So they're easily the biggest priority in terms of closing off. Since, cotton slimes, they only eat vegetables. Tabby slimes, they only eat meat. So, yeah, if I ever get some tabby slimes, I'm going to also have to put the roof on their pen, too. Okay, I'm going to have to pause the recording. Sorry about that. Yeah, my fire alarm goes off for whatever reason. My smoke detector, it's really buggy. It's like really sensitive. Like the slightest gust of wind could set it off. Heck, my parents, they were smokers. Like, they're smokers. And even the smallest thing as a cigarette could have set them off. Like, just the smallest amount of cigarette smoke could have set those things off. That's how sensitive those things are. Yes, it is really handy whenever you think about it, but boy, does it get annoying after a while. Like, I've been living like, I've only been living in this house for 6 years due to, like, a house fire and stuff. Burning down my old home. But yeah, I've only been living in this place, for about, I want to say, 6 years by now. I want to say, like, don't get me wrong, it's almost essentially the same, type of house anyways. But the smoke detectors, they just get so annoying because of how sensitive they are. Like, just a little trail of steam. Heck, just a little bit of steam from the stove can and has set them off. Like, it just gets so annoying after a while. Heck, they got so annoying after a while that I had to take out the battery in my room. Because it just got so bad and so annoying after a while. Yeah, that's a tar. You have to send it into the water. Just affect the other slimes. Alright. You know what? One thing I really want to get is those, one cabbage lettuce things. Whatever they were. Okay, let's head back to my ranch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of this tar right here. So the slimes can be safe. Alright, let's just head back to wherever I can go for my ranch. Wait, that's a roost root. I don't need that, considering I already have one in my ranch. But, yeah. Let's just go ahead and head back there. Yeah, I almost just screwed myself over by running into the water by accident, thinking it was a path. And I almost lost everything that I spent this entire time gathering up. Considering if you get knocked out in a Slime Rancher game, you get knocked out for an entire day and lose all the resources you gathered up to that point. So yeah, that's easily the most annoying part about getting knocked out. Well, yes, I'm glad that there's actually a punishment in this game for getting knocked out. I'm glad there is, but it's just, after losing so many valuable items to falling in the water, getting knocked out by slime variants like the rad slimes and stuff, after a while it gets a little annoying and a little aggravating, especially if you have rarer stuff in your inventory, like rare slime variants, rare food types, whatever, rare materials, anything. Like, that's easily the worst part about getting knocked out to me. Alright, let's just try and limit my hen-hens real quick by feeding them to pink slimes. You know what? I'm gonna get over here real quick. That's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.